Hi, you probably have heard the phrase, I am not a racist. I am not a racist. Or, are you calling me a racist? And I just wanted to share with you some of the reason why I think that this is the most unhelpful way to try and get to the bottom of some of the issues that plague us, especially in the workplace or in our world today. First of all, different people have different definitions of what a racist is. And actually, from what I've come to figure out, is that a racist is actually a mythical creature, simply because no one can pinpoint that's a racist, or that's what a racist looks like. We have made the term racist to be almost be something you personify. And when a racist is almost like a troll that lives in the gutter and eats horse dung for lunch, then nobody is a racist. But not this is the issue. We still have millions of people experiencing racism every single day. And this robs them of their dignity. And they contribute less in the workplace, they contribute less in their communities, and they contribute less in humanity and in our globe today, simply because they feel they're not part of the human family. I wanted to share with you 3 examples of my own experience. One is when I was in a speaking club. I was the first Black woman in this club, in the history of the club. And even that time, I was the only one in the group. I was promoted to a leadership position, and unbeknownst to me, it had made a lot of people feel unsettled and they were not comfortable with the idea. They decided to hold meetings outside of the club together behind my back. Now, when I found out about this, of course I wasn't happy because I realized I was constantly being underhanded in the meetings. I brought this to the attention of the president, and he banned me from the club. Now, when I told him this was not fair, the only thing he could come back to me with is, are you calling me a racist? Example number 2. I was in an Airbnb, landed after a long international flight, jet-lagged. I'd send the lady a message just to say, please give me the directions, pretty much what do I need to know, bases. When I received a list of rules of what not to do in her house, I arrived 10 at night. The house could have been cleaner, but there was no hospitality, no note, nothing to say if you need anything, let us know. So when I finally checked out, I let them know about my experience. When I received a message, are you calling us racists? No, but when I actually looked at your reviews and everybody looks like you, they all sing with praises how welcoming you are, how kind you are, how you knocked on the door to make sure they are fine. You just didn't feel I deserved the same kind of hospitality. So are you calling me a racist? So last example, this is when I was working as a coach and trainer. And I remember my first day at work, and I was so excited to have this job, is when I met Sharon. The first words Sharon said to me when we met was, "You are on my side." At that moment, I knew there's nothing I could do because Sharon had already made her mind up about me. We happened to have an open house that was open to the public. And it was about introducing our services and products, and anyone who signs up gets a special offer in that week. In the list of the chances, two black people happened to walk in. Now, while I was signing up, Sharon came and made it quite clear to me that they pay full price. And I disagreed. I said to her, I thought black people were part of everybody because everybody is getting the special deal. Sharon quit her job and said I had called her a racist. Now, what you do not know is for the next 6 weeks, I had disciplinary hearing. Who is the victim? Who is the perpetrator? I ask you that. When people say, are you calling me a racist? Or I am not a racist, it's usually when the odds have been stacked against them. And when they look at the evidence, they shock themselves that they actually did this. Whether it was conscious, whether it was malicious, whether it was subconscious or unconscious bias. And the only thing they can come back with is, are you calling me a racist? In all those three cases, they all self-diagnosed themselves. I didn't call any of them a racist. They came out with it first. So if you're in a leadership position, and just take those three examples because these are the kind of experiences people of color in your workplace face. If you're in a leadership position, let's take the third example of Sharon. What would you have done? Will you have listened to my side of the story? Will you even have considered this as a possibility of truth? Will you have had the wisdom to see truth? My name is Begini, and I'm a trainer, coach for conscious leaders, building a better future for the world and humanity.